Hello again. I was in Tesco yesterday picking up some essentials. This steak caught my eye and I thought I'm going to have to test that out and see what I think of it. Sunlight's not being very kind to us right now, but Tesco finest Aberdeen Angus Cote De Boeuf Searing steak. It is just over 700 grams. What caught my eye was the marbling. The marbling looks immense, especially for the supermarket steak. £34 per kilo. So this cost me £24.58. But the question I have to ask myself is this as good as a premium butcher steak that I've been spending lots of money on in the past? It doesn't give you an awful lot of information. It just says it's Aberdeen Angus. I've looked up the slaughter code. It was slaughtered and cut in Cornwall. Apart from that, it basically just says this is how you cook it. There's lots of instructions on the back how to cook the perfect steak, what wine to pair it with, where it's come from in the cow. That's pretty much it. It does say matured for 30 days on the bone as well, which, as we all know, that's not a bad thing. But the proof's in the cooking, isn't it? I'm actually quite excited because I haven't had a steak for a while. And this is the first time cooking a steak on the Kamado Joe Junior. So this is apparently a fully recyclable box. They're big on recycling in Wales. It's vac packed, but it's thick as. Ooh, doesn't smell so good. I normally like the smell of raw beef, but today it's an exception. Looks good though. Doesn't smell off, just smells a bit weird. So I'm going to treat it like any other steak. Got some Maldon sea salt in here. I'm going to dry it off a little bit. Then I've got a wire rack to put it in the fridge. Ideally overnight, but right now it's morning time. I'm going to put it in for about 8 hours in the fridge. Lots of Maldon sea salt. Yeah, that's it. It's going in the fridge for about 8 hours and then we'll get it on the barbecue. Big K charcoal. We've got Lovelock's oak chunks. I'm going to aim to get this around 120 Celsius. So while we are waiting for this barbecue to get up to temperature, I just thought I'd take the meat out of the fridge, which has been dry brining for about 7 or 8 hours now, and just show you that marbling. Supermarket or not, that is a good steak. And look how thick it is. That's ridiculous. So we're going to give it some Killer Hogs Texas brisket rub. Not going to go too heavy because I want to taste the beef. Probably should have applied a little bit of oil, but I forgot. I reckon another 20 minutes this barbecue should be ready and this steak will go on, man. We've got hot ceramic, steady temperature of just under 130. We've got the probe in the steak and we've set it to 48 degrees Celsius. Look at that, perfect size. Really liking this little thing. So the thermometer says we've now reached 48 Celsius. The downside to seasoning your steak is you can't really see the smoke hitting the meat. So I'm going to put that in the kitchen to rest for about 10 minutes. Take all the bits out of here, get the temperature up and sear it. Use my tool. Take this accessory rack out. So I'm just going to open this bottom vent wide open. Open this top vent wide open and wait for it to kick off. That did not take long at all. 400 degrees Celsius in probably less than 5 minutes. So as I mentioned a couple of videos ago, this temperature probe apparently can handle much higher heat. So let's hope we don't kill it. I love watching lumpwood charcoal when it's hot. It's mesmerising. It's quite a nice distance between the coal and the meat on this as well. It's close, but it's not too close. That fat dancing. Yeah. Right, I reckon we're done now. Oh, still on fire. So we'll let that rest for about 15-20 minutes maybe, and we'll slice into it. There is no better smell than a seared steak covered in salt and pepper, and right now my dog would agree. Someone commented on a recent video about would I be able to do a video on my knives. I only really have one. This is a Victorinox, so he mentioned that it looked quite sharp and quite professional. It's a really nice knife, especially for the price. One day I'll treat myself to a premium one, but for now this does the job. So I can already tell this is a bit overcooked, but it's still going to taste good. It's still juicy. And I get our Tubby Tom's hickory smoked salt on this. This smells outstanding. Get our juices poured over it. We've got a little bit of a juice emergency because this table isn't the straightest. We've got a little blush and a pink in there. It's not dead, but we need to taste it. I'm not expecting it to be bad. Tastes like steak. Dip it in a bit of juice on the board. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. And you might be expecting me to say the next thing, but it sounds a bit cliche. There's no depth of flavour to it. It tastes like a bloody good steak. I think at a pinch, if you can't get to a good butcher, like I said, the likes of Meat Matters or Yorkshire Craft Butchery or even John Davidson's or something like that, people who specialise in good steak, or you've left it too late, absolutely go to the likes of Tesco and get one of their quality premium steaks. But for me, I'd choose a butcher every time. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Give this bone a go, eh? Chef's treat. He's well going to be licking this table.